This morning, Israeli forces preparing for a full-scale ground invasion of Gaza, as Iran threatens, quote, far-reaching consequences if they don't stop that invasion immediately.
Our next guest knows all about fighting terror firsthand. Retired Brigadier General Don Bolduc served 10 tours in Afghanistan. He joins us now. General, thanks for being with us this morning. No, at least on the surface, General, no huge advance overnight over the last 24 hours here in Israel. As you see, though, the buildup, what do you feel like we should be anticipating? Including, by the way, I would love to ask what you make of the United States positioning more resources there in the Mediterranean.
Well, thank you for having me this morning, and my compliments to you, all three of you, on laying out the problem set there. I think you've done it very well, and you have really articulated the problems that Israel is going to have. You have a very competent combined arms conventional force going up against a loosely organized but motivated, and that's not a compliment to them, that's just what they are, loosely motivated organization that's going to use every terrorist tactic and unconventional warfare tactic they can use to include civilians, to include tunnels, to include these things. And I've fought in these things personally. The men and women I've commanded have, and it takes time. This is not going to be short. And Israel is going to have to use restraint because the international community is going to hold them accountable where they're not going to hold Hamas accountable, which is very unfortunate. Nikki Haley has laid this out very well at the strategic level. Quite frankly, the Biden administration's national security team is weak. Congress is weak. They have given the upper hand to the Iranians, to China, to Russia, to North Korea. They've disrupted many regions of the world. This is just another example of that. And they better be hard and fast diplomatically on Iran, warning them that there will be significant consequences if you get involved in this war. We must support Israel's attack in there. We must back them up. We must support humanitarian assistance. We must put pressure on the Arab countries to accept refugees, and we must handle it from inside that region, not outside the region. But the Biden administration has really given up the upper hand on this strategically. Operationally, I think the military is moving in place as a warning to Iran, as a warning to others not to get involved. That is probably prudent, but if we had had a comprehensive national security strategy to both balance security at home and abroad in these critical areas, we wouldn't be in this position today. But unfortunately, that has not happened. Now it's time to get behind Israel and support them for however long it takes, because they'll need to use restraint. They're fighting an enemy that's unconventional, that will pull every dirty trick in the book, and that unfortunately takes time.
How concerned are you, General, that should we get involved, then Iran gets involved? Now, I mean, our military is pretty stretched. We're in Ukraine. China's on the move. If this expands beyond Gaza, the Palestinians and the Israelis, and involves us in yet another front, another war, how concerned are you that we could even handle it? I mean, our country's broke and our military recruitment is down. Our weapon supplies are down. What do you say to people who are concerned about that?
Well, I think it's a wake-up call to the American people that, during the Biden administration, our military has become extremely weak. We've become overstretched. Logistically, we could not support really a lot of things that would go on simultaneously in this world, which is unfortunate. I would be very, very concerned. Our military leadership is focused on everything but shoot, move, communicate, and survive on the battlefield and be able to fight and win America's wars. We've seen that over the last few years. It's become quite woke. They can't recruit. They can't retain. This is a very serious problem for America in its national security apparatus. So I'm very concerned about that, and I know other national security folks are. And we can't kid Americans about this. We need to start telling them the truth, which we haven't been doing in a very long time because nobody really wants to hear the truth. We'd rather hear lies and be, coddled than be told the truth about the stark realities of the world today and what it takes to secure a nation and what it takes to secure freedom and liberty. And right now, America has given up the moral ground on that. America doesn't understand what right and wrong is, and they're playing checkers when we should be playing chess, and it's just really an unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in right now. And so this is very important to contain this. And we contain it by enforcing the Abraham Accords. We contain it by putting more sanctions on Iran, stop them from giving oil to China, stop them from giving drones and missiles to Russia. This is what we need to do.
Yeah. Well, General Don Bolduc, thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.